Good morning. Hello, my name is Jay Ashborne, and I guess we are playing Warpforge. Seems to be the common ongoing trend around here. Here's my current list. I think it's about the same as it was. We did add the Rite of Restoration. Little sister still pulling as much weight as ever. Currently sitting at 1100. As of this video, I think I'm up to 1250. So this is from yesterday. Let's see what we're doing here. Popping out with the Avaline. Now, something I want to note, because not a lot of people may see this. I see a lot of people that play, like, the control archetype. They always select things like, start with an extra card as the bonus. A lot of times when I like to play as me thinking I will be the more controlling deck, I always try to starve my opponent of resources, so I tend not to give them extra cards. I have a feeling this is going to be a short one. What options does Avaline have to clear here? If she took... Okay, Cherub is one. That'll do it. I was like, unexpected. I did not expect the Cherub here. I thought the Warlord talent, or the defense card, could have been the buff here. Apparently the Cherub's gonna allow it. So, their list is a lot lower to the ground than mine. Does take the bonus here. Okay. So I cannot clear that. We're just gonna pray up. I played a ton yesterday. So these games, I remember recording them, and I know the last one I recorded, the end of today's episode, but the in-betweens are kind of fuzzy, so we're gonna figure this out as we go. I think I did well in these recordings. I'm not for sure. Talent on 3, that's pretty disappointing as a player. Out comes the Cherub again. So 4, no clear here. I do get nicked by the Blast. I'm gonna clear this. Throw out the Rhino and the shield. This looks like I just had a strong curve. So, to the little mini text I put under the episode today, EC is just as strong as ever. I don't know, I thought Lucius would, kind of die off, I guess. It appears to not be the case. I'm seeing less Lucius than I was. I'm starting to see additional Warlords with EC. However, EC is still strong. Maybe that, like, debuff was really, the nerf was really required. Because I get stomped by EC play, and maybe it's just because my list is a little thicker on the high end, but I do not have a good matchup versus that. That is a terrible, terrible matchup. Yeah, not pleased. I had some games yesterday that were not even close, and it felt really bad. The unit that grants an elixir at the end of your turn as your first unit followed into some of your a concession. Not happy with the board state, I suppose. Okay, we'll hop in and see what else is there. But yeah, I felt like I was just generally behind playing against that matchup. Got another one here, fairly high ranked opponent, so maybe this will be a little bit better. Here's that orc control meta I was referring to. Ooch Choppa coming through. Grots. Gnarly board state. I remember the game after the Avalon game. I had went to cast a stratagem in a game versus I want to say, Abaddon player. And I cast my stratagem and my app crashed on my phone, which is really weird because I have a newer phone. And I was just like, ugh. So, something that really irritates me is if you were to play a game such as Hearthstone and your app had crashed for some reason. If you were to open up Hearthstone again, or a couple other games too that are very much like this, other card games, you would still have an allotted amount of time before the game would automatically consider you to have like disconnected and quit. So you could technically still get back into your games. Not the case with Warpforge. If your app crashes, you are out. Game thinks you rage quit or something.
My soul is consecrated to
Yeah,
this
not looking
grave.
good. The flying unit, very strong against Orc. This is going to be a struggle for him to deal with. Yep. So this will clear. Does he have an answer for the Astrid? Yes. Destroy a random troop. Nice. Oh, I wish I had got the Sisters game. I played at about, I want to say 3 in the morning yesterday. Or I guess that's technically today. One of the last games I played before I went to bed. I had a game that went into fatigue where we basically decked ourselves and took damage from drawing cards we didn't have. They call that fatigue in Hearthstone. I don't know what they call it here. There's not a term for it. So I guess fatigue will work. Yeah, that was a really interesting one. I would like to get one of those. The control mirrors, the long games that really mean something. He was also like a really high, or I wouldn't say really high, about my rank player, so 1200-ish. So it was a very good game, very close. I wish I had got that game, because I would like to showcase that. Oh well, maybe another time. I'll try to record the Erica mirrors, as boring as some people might think that is.
Complacency leads to heresy.
How do people feel about the mirror match? Do you like seeing mirror matchups, or do you hate playing them? I personally think the Sisters mirror is great. It's very fun, very dynamic. I can see how some matchups might be boring, though. Like, if you're playing Ultramarines versus Ultramarines, and you're just carving out and triggering Codex 20 times, it might boil down to who went first, because you might just have that much more of a lead. I don't know, I've not played that matchup extremely or a lot. So where are we at in this game? We're sitting at 5 faith. 8 energy turn coming up. Flank troop comes out. Looking for the clear. Looks like I've got talent. Yep. Into Sacred Rose. I'm gonna get to that 6 faith so we can play Adeline. Yeah. That was just the decision. We're praying up. Casting prayer. Shields across the boards. Celestian Superior has been pulling weight. I think it's a fair one of. Definitely too clunky to be a 2. You do not need 2 of this card, but I think the 1's fine. I like seeing it in the mid game. If you can get the 6 faith, that is. Without it, it's kind of meh. Dropping a 6/8 for, 7 energy with no additional effects is very mid. You definitely need the Celestian trigger to make this unit worthwhile. Cool thing is, Rite of Restoration, if you cast it with this unit, or any other ETB, enter the battlefield effect, any rally trigger, if you will, you will get those additional triggers as well, so that's nice. Out comes Stormboy. I believe that's the name of this card.
I am
Yep.
light to your darkness.
Talent doing work. Praying up. Trying to get some shields on my units so I can either make favorable trades and get a little bit more board control so we can start applying pressure. Not really too scared of a lot of things he can play. We're kind of at that state in the game where I feel like I can talent and control the board state. He is on 9. I was going to say Will of Gork could come out, and there we go. He says, no, I do not like this board state. We're going to reset. Okay. So what now? Add a line into talent. Yep. Pin this down.
Revolts me.
He is looking for answers to this. Our hand is pretty weak too. We definitely want to get up. Ooh. Destroy another troop. That's nice. That's a second one. We are not 15 cards into our deck. Pretty good. Gonna get up to that 12 faith. We had 9 faith when we cast it, so we do get to draw the additional 3 cards. Talent into Rhino into Prayer looks to be the chain of events here. Yep. Out comes Little Sister. She is here, friends. Alright. 19 health. It is whittling down. Alright. Some Storm Boys out here. I'm so grateful to whatever religion you believe in, that these units do not have flank. That would be very strong. Okay. So, looks like double Cleansing Flame? Is that what I'd choose? Yeah. Into talent? Yeah, okay. I was like, into talent, into prayer. We're just going to repeat this process until he's uncomfortable. Just creating a board state in which he does not want to be.
The holy radiance of the Emperor burns within me.
Seems like this would be very difficult to deal with. I don't feel like you have a lot of solutions here to this problem, where you're constantly pinned, cannot use your Warlord to beat down units. And a lot of these units are kind of on the thick side. They've got, 4 health. It's pretty rough range. Ooh, second Will of Gork. So we are a thick Orc control deck. And this is a fairly high ranked player, so these are what lists are looking like. Looks like huge chopper, Orc control. Very much a thing these days. Alright, clear this off. And pin this unit again. A little bit of a sequencing mistake here, I feel. I definitely could have cleaned this up better. Maybe not so much. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered what sequence I played it in, because, I mean, I would have to take damage on those units anyway, wouldn't I? Yeah. Thankfully, we get the unstable trigger that hits St. Celestine, so don't lose the prayer, don't take additional Warlord damage. 13 health and an armor in closing. The gap is narrowing. Even Will of Gork wouldn't save him here. He's got the Celestine would not die. Vulnerable. Cannot kill that troop for a turn. Very pressured situation. Something, the average person would not feel well off about. Not really sure what a lot of the Orc answers are for this. This giant flying unit seems like it is a problem. Exorcist Smackdown. So we've got 4 plus 6. Yeah. Looks like we're just on the cusp. Nice. That one falls through. Alright, let's see what's coming up next. Slowly climbing. Lots of ups and downs yesterday. Oh no. Every time I see this, this is what I was referring to. Okay, so I did remember this game. Okay. Not pleased here. This feels... It still feels so strong. Like, if you... I did draw clunky, and maybe that's part of it. But in the games where I play against EC, whether it be Lucius, it's not his warlord talent that's bothering me. Some of these units are just good. They're so good. Maybe the talent nerf wasn't enough. Or maybe they're fine in the perfect sister counter. I don't know. It's strong.
Such sweet reward.
So he could clear the preacher here if he wanted to. Maybe it's a 50-50. Because he does have the 1 elixir. Yeah. Maybe he needs the elixir to proc here. No, he gets 1 damage to a friendly. Okay, he gets the 100% clear. Gets the trigger anyway. It's 1 for 1. Nice. Okay. Decides not to clear. Whoa! He's like, no faith for you. Okay. Interesting decision. Now, does that mean that he doesn't think he could create an unwinnable board state, or because he just really values the hero damage? I don't really know how to read that.
The holy radiance of the Emperor.
Maybe he hit me because he didn't get the proc on me. Maybe that's 0 for 1. Maybe he wanted to get the warlord proc on me, then clear preacher. Okay. Okay, we won't call that one yet. So let's see. Okay, preacher clear. This unit is annoying. Very strong. Did that read Theodric or Theodric Noise Marine? However I pronounce that. English, it's my main language. Not my strong suit. Never claimed that. Alright. Some thought here. Trying to think of how to remedy this situation. Alright. Putting this at 4 means he either has to proc it with a... Alright. Proc it with another elixir and hit that, clear it with Lucius, or clear it with the Noise Marine and then have Lucius to hit me. He does decide for this, the latter. Okay. Opt to let me have the faith. Maybe. And? Okay, we get lucked out. We got 1. Nice. Had a 50-50 chance there of breaking the faith, so glad we got it. Sadly, we have no strong 5 energy play. Do have to just take the tempo loss, and Relic up here was the only option we had. Miraculous Feet looking a little clunky. Shoutouts to my Russian friends. See, we're playing against one of them. Okay. Alright. 3/6 unit. How do I solve this? So it's gonna get Ecstasy and trigger Bloodlust, get another 6 in. That's why this unit is so strong. The double face hits. Ugh. Very mid. Alright.
Our fire will rain from the skies.
Yes, so this will trigger and hit twice. Okay, cool. And then we can clear this. We are 18. Go to 19. Looking a little behind here, even on an empty board. I do not feel like I'm in a safe position. It feels very scary being here. Someone remind me to eat this morning. I am starving right now. Alright. Heal the Warlord for 1. Attack up to 4. Wins a 50-50 for the proc. Okay, attack up to 5. Maybe he wasn't after the proc. Okay, another hit me. That's 2 for 2 on hitting me. Okay. Clears. Take 6. Take 6. We are at 5. So those last 2 procs nailed me. Now it comes to Celestine. Go up to 6. Alright, I feel like if I can stabilize this unit, I win from here. Because this unit solves every troop they play. EC struggles with flyers. But that's if we can stabilize, because we are at 6 life, so. Alright. Okay. Pretty scared. That's 2 procs he can do. Here comes 1. Okay, that's 3 hits for me in a row. Okay. And the 50-50 for game? Not quite. Okay, I was curious. Very upset there. I was like, no. Okay, I realized. Ugh. Yeah. He needed those last 4 procs in a row to hit me if he wanted to win that game. And since he was, 600 points below us, we dropped 30. So is the ranked metagame. Win 3 games, go up by 8 points a game. Lose a game, drop 30. Man, being high ranked sucks. Set me at like 700 or something, where my wins are still worth something. Because if you beat the 500 player, and he didn't play well, he played good. He played he didn't play poorly. He played very well. So yeah, he played good. And it's not that I feel like there's a shamble against running into players that are lower ranked than you. I just think that maybe it should really try its hardest to matchmake with people in your bracket.
You are defiling sacred ground and will
Either
now
a
face
fresh
his
player or a
judgment.
bot here. We'll see how this goes. I think I'm going to stop recording the games that represent legend players at 0, because I'm pretty sure that this player is just a bot. But we're gonna watch it anyway because I'm unsure. But this will be the last 0 ranked player I record, unless it is super early season. So. But yeah, the EC player didn't do anything wrong. He played to his outs. I just feel like this is really hard to stabilize for some of his sisters. Yikes. Even if this is a bot, I am definitely feeling the pressure this game. It is not looking hot for me. This is not the situation Sisters wants to be in on 4 energy, having 2 units that can clear the unit you're about to play. So it's not what you want to see. I don't know what I'm feeling for breakfast. What's your favorite breakfast food? What is something that you always go to?
We
I'm personally a big fan of eggs over well with salt and pepper. I don't know, something about it's just, it's simple, but it's there. Yikes, what a board state. So granted, even if this was a bot, this is still, I'm struggling. The bots are strong, help, nerf the bots. I wonder how their RNGs decided, if they actually just get the cards they want or anything. I do not know. Maybe this isn't a bot. Maybe I'm just getting slammed by Ched. I've never seen this name before, so I don't know. I'm definitely in a hot spot. Okay. 3 damage here. Opts for the clear.
He would not allow
Thinking
this.
about it. I would Warlord talent into Celestian, maybe? Definitely thinking this one over. Yeah. Okay. I was like, do I make the same decision? It's always fun to kind of go back and look at what you're doing and see if you make the same choices you made, because maybe, you know, the second time around you see something different. Board stayed looking a little better. Slowly getting a foothold. Plague Marine down. I believe that that's the unit. Clear the Celestian. I think I had an ordering issue here with the order I attacked the troops in. Maybe not. No, I thought... Okay, I remember playing this game now. I thought I did, and then I realized it didn't matter. It was the same result anyway. So we're going to talent this unit off the board. Trigger arrives. Doesn't matter. We're going to peck it down. And clear this troop. Shield up. Yeah, I thought this vulnerable proc, I could have played it better, but I realized that all these troops would have got the proc anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's not like it affected anything, but still. I played really safe this game because I had just lost points. And when losing points, I really was like, please, I don't want to lose the 40, the 50 I'm going to lose if I lose this game. So I played really safe this game. Definitely maybe prayed an extra turn where I could have cleared earlier or something, or applied more pressure. I just did not want to lose a second game in a row. Alright. Face up, Amalia for the clear. Thanks to whoever pointed me out that Amalia can hit camouflage targets. I feel like the rally effect should be kind of like a targetable thing, like sort of like a stratagem would be. I don't feel like that should work in my head, but it does, so we're not complaining. I'm gonna pin this troop down with talent. Astrid. Oh, we're going for the clear. Okay. I was like, either Astrid or Rhino here are my options. I pop the shield. Figure I can start giving additional health to these troops. Okay. Vulnerable proc. So 4 damage represented. That'll be enough. Okay. Astrid is gone. Ooh. Okay. Is it just Astrid, or is it my board that's gone? Interesting. Looks like we're losing board here. So regardless of if this was a player or not, this game was close still. This was not like a one-way stomp. It's not like I feel Tau is the most misrepresented in playing against like bots in practice mode. The Tau decks are not very good for practice mode. I do not feel like they are very strong. Closing in on this life total. I think I'm deciding if I want to cast right here and get a sister back. Yeah, okay. Decide not to. It was just, okay, if I had provided sister, I would have 3, 6, 9, 11, and talent. Without it, I have 3, 5, 8, talent to 11. Cleansing Flames makes 14. I had lethal anyway. Alright. I do see lethal, thank God. Drawing out games is an easy way to lose. You're giving your opponent more opportunities to come back and cleanse what you're doing, so it's always good to close out a game when you have. Do not miss lethal, guys. Make sure you count. Unlucky stun. You can see my irritation as I swing the unit around in the air. The stun on the Rhino prevented lethal.
The glory of the dark gods!
So I decided to opt for
Wither and die.
that instead. Goes to 1, heals to 2. And sorry, friend. Does not look like we were coming through this game. Ping. Down goes Galabron. In this final game, I have not so much of a game, just something. No disrespect. And I say no disrespect because this obviously is just RNG. I have never seen a double Little Sister hand before. So I decided to record. I already had recording material, and obviously he's a high-ranked player. So this is just very, very unlucky for him, especially with the lack of turn 1 play, because I know he runs 1 drops, or 2 drops. Out comes double Little Sister, put 1 to 4 health, shield the other. Talk about strong plays. Wow. This seems, I don't know how you would come back. Does not feel good though. Definitely a situation that is questionable for any person that is on the receiving side of this. Does not feel good. Out comes the flanker. It's gonna apply some pressure. But it really generally doesn't matter if you're not clearing these troops. They have to be cleared. Prayer into Celestian, and this is the exact response I would have, by the way. I would not want to play this game. I would think it is generally a waste of time. Move on to next. So I have the exact reaction this guy would. I would bounce also. But there you go. Hopefully that a player has better luck and will not encounter that situation again. Ending this video just under 1200. Currently sitting at 1250. Have to go grind out today. Climb about 100 points a day. That's really my only goal. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow.